Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Hello, good morning, everyone. We are still accepting people that is entering. We are going to wait 2 minutes and we will start.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow.
Okay, if you agree, and since we have a tight agenda, we are going to start. There are still some people entering, but I will go accepting all of them. We haven't reached yet the number of people that were registered. First of all, thank you very much for having registered. Just some short introduction with the agenda. So we are going to start with the welcome words from Ricardo Aguado from ISMEA. Then we will make a general presentation of the D3HUB project. Since now we have some projects that are working in the same field or are aligned, and we want to generate synergies among all of them, we will have also the presentation from the project Sustainable EU Tourism that will be presented by Intelera, and then we will focus in the call and the Q&A session in order that we will be able to answer all your questions. So now the floor is for Ricardo.
Thanks, Dolores, and thanks all the consortium led by Any Solution for giving me the opportunity to welcome you today. I don't want to take much of your time. As Dolores was saying, it's a tight agenda, and I think we need to focus on what we need to focus, which is the call and the project itself. But I think it's good for you to know how important for your participation and involvement is for the European Commission and ISMEA itself. D3HUB is one of our flagship projects implementing the transition pathway for tourism. And as such, we have very high expectations on the results and outcomes of this initiative. Digitalization in tourism must go together with the development of digital skills. And D3HUB offers you as DMO the possibility to improve and increase these skills and to show us, the European Union, a better and more efficient way to move forward in the digitalization of the tourism industry. As I said, I think the important here is to present the project and have boost all your participation. So I won't take more time. I give the floor back to Dolores, and I thank you all your participation, and I really hope you enjoy this webinar and find it useful and interesting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ricardo, for your words and also for being here today, because I think it's important also to have always the support. I'm going to share again the screen, and I'm going to continue with the presentation of the project, just to give some a general idea about what is the project about. So as mentioned, the D3HUB project, it's funded by it's a public-private partnership, TotoLab, and funded by the European Commission, and having ISMEA as a project officer. We are not a big consortia, so we are indeed 7 partners. So it's Any Solution is the coordinator, but then we have Nextur, Andalucía, Visit Flanders, NEET, the Ministry of Tourism from Italy, and Artur. Then we have one affiliated partner in charge of all the legal aspects. And then we have some associated partners also contributing and helping in the project. When we submitted the proposal, we got 70 support letters from 16 different EU countries. And I think this is important because we are generating a community, and we really want to generate something that is going to continue over the time. So which are the values of D3HUB? So for us, the tourism of tomorrow will be sustainable or won't be. And this is important. Sustainability is a key pillar of this project. We're clear that a better place to live, it's a better place to visit, especially now with all these trend challenges which some destinations are facing. Tourism should be a driving force for social well-being and equal regional development, and we have to help, and how digital solutions are going to contribute to that. The climate emergency, I'm being from Spain, we are now quite aware about the importance of this, but we really consider that tourism also is a solution, not a problem. And if we really want to improve things, we really need to measure them. So I think we are convinced about the importance of data. So the approach of this project is that data-driven in order to improve the management of the destinations. The main objective of the project is to design, test, and pave the way and sustain at this self-sustainable European Competence Center. And this is something important. The Competence Center is already up and running. We are defining the support scheme, and we are going to help the destinations in the green and digital transition. What we want also is to work with all the tourism ecosystems. In principle, we are going to work mainly with DMOs, with the destinations, but we want also that there is a direct impact in their ecosystem, especially taking into account the SMEs. We have some specific objectives in which we are working. So we have already been working in this support scheme to support all the destinations across the European Union. We are going to tailor-made digital solutions for the DMOs and their ecosystem, especially SMEs. We are now working in this period in which we are going to implement the testing phase. Then we are going to integrate all these results, and we are going to produce a sound business plan, because we really want to make this competence center to be self-sustainable. And then we want to upscale and work together with the partnership and to generate in a community. So the competence center is here to generate synergies and complementarities with other existing initiatives, and not to reinvent the wheel. And then that will be the basis to continue and ensure the continuity. We are generating this framework. We are working already for 1 year. We are driving this change into the different DMOs. We have already implemented a survey. We are we have identified which are the needs and requirements of the SMEs, of the DMOs and their SMEs in terms of data-driven knowledge. We are going to generate also this tailor-made support and also this dashboard, also completely aligned with the EU tourism dashboard. And we are going to generate synergies, and especially speaking about the data with the European data space for tourism. So what we are going to also is to generate synergies between both projects and to transfer knowledge in order to help that data sharing become a reality and help the destinations to take these better decisions. This is the overall vision. So going from the top down, we have a lot of different EU policies for tourism, but also related to data. And I think you all are aware of the Data Act, Data Governance Act, and so on. So it's important to take into account how to know how to be compliant, so to facilitate the understanding of these new regulations. But then inside the project is a number of services. There is this service portfolio that we are now defining, and how are we going to interact with all the tourism ecosystem. We have different activities in which we are working. We have defined this support scheme in which we are going to generate these capacity building activities, training, assessment, and monitoring in order to help all destinations. So the ones that are in the very basic level, more advanced, medium level, big destination, a smaller destination in all geography of the European Union. Then we are creating this technological framework. And here what is important is to help to understand the importance of data, how to better manage data, how to share also this data. An important issue here is that we have a dedicated task that is related with the sustainable tourism indicators. And this is something that we are working on, I will explain later, with other entities, because what we want is to agree in a common indicator that it will be able to measure this sustainability of the tourism among the different destinations. Then, and this is the phase in which we are now to make the part of the implementation, and as in any other European project, to be very strong in communication, dissemination, and networking, in order that everybody can benefit and learn from all the activities that we are implementing. But in all these paths, we are not alone. We have created two important boards, one statistics and research board, in which we have members from United Nations World Tourism Organization, now UN Tourism, OECD, Eurostat, Joint Research Center, the European Commission, regional statistics institutes. And then we had the DMOs and Ecosystem Board, in which we have entities as ETOA, as CTDNA, the different networks of DMOs and tourism ecosystem, in order to help us also national entities as Turismo de Portugal, Tour España. And then we have all the broad community of tourism, because we really want to work with everybody to understand which are the needs and to help them in the data area. How can they improve their skills, but also their knowledge, what's going on. And we know that there are a huge amount of data and data-driven initiatives and tourism-related initiatives at all of the European Union. We have done a first map of what is there and who are the actors. And D3HUB intends to work together with all of them, in contact. Indeed, we have started all the contacts with most of the entities that are here, but for sure there are some more that we have to take into account. And what we want is to grow this community and everybody learn from each other. We want to invite you to be also a stakeholder and to subscribe to our newsletter, because we are producing our newsletter informing about all the activities that we are implementing, in which areas are we working, all the events that we are organizing, if we are also implementing any kind of survey or initiative. In the website and through our newsletter, you can be informed about all the activities that we are implemented in the competence center. In short, also the support scheme will be available here, and we really want to be this contact point to inform you and also to help you in all the issues that you can have with data management. Now I'm going to stop because I don't want to mix my presentation with the part of the DMOs, but as mentioned before, we have another initiative that is very complementary to us, which is the one that is being implemented by Intelera. And I want to give the floor to Beatrice. I think you are here, Beatrice Dorenti from Intelera.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Dolores. I am sharing my screen. Let me know whether you see the presentation. Do you see it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, let me know whether it is uploading. Okay, do you see it by now?
Yes, but it's not in presentation mode.
Okay, I will put it now in presentation mode. Okay, is it okay
Yes.
now? Okay,
Yes,
great.
perfect.
Thank you very much. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our project called Sustainable EU Tourism. I will briefly explain you what the project is about, and then I will also give you details on the twinning journey, which represents the activities we want to invite you for. So first of all, our project has the goal. Okay, so as the goal of facilitating change towards more sustainable and resilient tourism destinations, aligned with the transition pathway for tourism. Our destination scope is destination management organizations at territorial levels, so those compared to NUTS 2 and 3 or lower levels. The project started last year and it will last until November 2025. So first of all, we have a couple of specific objectives. The first one is the recognition of key challenges and best practices for sustainable and resilient tourism. We already completed the work packages related to these objectives. So we compiled the state of the art of sustainable and resilient tourism in European Union destinations. We did it through an extensive survey of which we reached over 200 answers. And on the project website, you can find the report and a presentation of key outputs. And then we also compiled a 50 sustainable tourism best practices fact sheet, which is already available on the project website. And we will also upload an analysis report. Now we are moving towards the addressing of the second objective, which is establish collaboration between destinations with common sustainability challenges. And in order to do so, we designed the twinning journey, which is what I will talk to you about now. Okay. So the objectives, as I just mentioned, is to initiate twinning collaboration with peers, destination peers, to address common sustainability and resilience challenges together. So if you will participate to these activities, the benefits that you can have are, for example, a mutual exchange of successful best practices. So you will learn about others and also have the opportunity to showcase yours. You will be guided to initiate peer collaboration on common sustainability goals. You can network with peers and experts. And also, finally, you will gain detailed information on support opportunities that you can use for the legacy of the twinning, so to support the twinning through time. So in order to tackle this objective and reach this benefit, we structured the project activities in two sections. So the first is a twinning workshop. We will organize 3 workshops, but each destination will be invited to attend one of them. They are basically the same, but just we divided to have like a good amount of people to work together. So this workshop will be 2 days in Brussels, and it will take place between March and April. Here you will have the chance to showcase your best practices, initiate the twinning collaborations. There will be experts guiding the groups in order to identify common challenges, common objectives, and how to structure a collaboration. And then you will also have opportunity for networking. Then the second part is about webinars. They will last around 1 hour, 1.5 hours each, and will be around May and June. In this occasion, you will receive presentation of EU funds, projects, and programs available for destinations, and you will also receive additional guidance on how to implement the twinning roadmap that you will set at the workshop. So how to participate to the project activity? I compile here a series of frequently asked questions that we received since we launched the sign up. So first of all, who can apply? So eligible destinations are destinations in European Union, and they must have a size comparable to territorial classification NUTS 2, 3 or lower. Then how to apply? So this is the most important part. You need to complete your twinning profile by February 29th of November. Here you have the QR code that can help you reaching the sign up form. I will suggest you not to procrastinate and do it, as the deadline is it will be next week. So then once we will have all the twinning profiles, we will select candidates. We will select 90 destinations, and they will be notified. The selection will be notified in the second half of December, and then destinations will be requested to confirm their attendance in January. How we will select them? So we will follow 3 selection criteria. The most important one is the challenge you want to address and the measures you have in place. This is because we want to create meaningful matches to initiate the twinnings. Then we will also consider cooperation activities and strategies, meaning that we will consider what activities you already have in place and whether you already had cooperation with peers and so on. And then, of course, last but not least, it's very important, the motivation. So the commitment you have in starting these twinnings. About the costs, the activities are for free, and travel and accommodation costs to attend the workshop in Brussels will be reimbursed. So here I will give you an overview of the timeline that you have to keep in mind. The most important date, of course, is the 29th of November, because it's the deadline to apply for these project activities. Then, as I mentioned, in December, we will let you know whether you will be selected for these activities. Then you will confirm, and then in March or April, you will attend the workshop, and then the webinars in May and June. As I mentioned already, I strongly suggest you to apply as soon as possible. And I think this is all. Thank you for your attention. And if you have any question, you can contact me at this email address, beatrice.dorenti@intelleraconsulting.com, or you can visit our LinkedIn profile or look at our project webpage.
Vale, ¿podrías ver todo entonces lo de...
Thank you. I was muting. So thank you so much, Beatrice. I really would like to invite all of you to participate in both calls. So I don't know the application form from Beatrice, if it's complicated. I don't think so. Beatrice, I think it's quite a simple application form, right?
Yes, indeed. It's basically a short questionnaire aimed to understand some information about your destination and basically your motivation and measures you already have in place. So yeah, it's a really straightforward questionnaire, so it won't take you much time. I will also copy the link here in the chat, so you can easily access it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks.
This is just to encourage everybody, because also now I'm going to present the call for the 30 DMOs that we are going to select within D3HUB. Both projects are complementary. We are more based on data-driven. Beatrice has mentioned the different paths that you are going to get those information. At the end of the day, we have to work together. We are both funded by ISMEA. And the application form is simple enough to participate, and also the time requested to participate in both, it's switchable. So indeed, and I think this is important, we are now negotiating how part of the DMO selected in our call can also participate in the webinars there. So I think there are a lot of things going on, and what we want is to avoid all this complexity that can seen now, but I think it will allow you to have better information, more knowledge, how to really help you in data driven. So our call, it's for 30 DMOs. So these 30 DMOs could be in the 90 that Beatrice has mentioned. So you can be selected for both, and this could be also very, very interesting and useful for you. So we opened the call officially on the 14th of October during the stakeholder event that the European Commission organized in Brussels, and our deadline is December 1st. What we are offering here, we are offering guidance, training, capacity building, and digital tools for improving data management. Who are the beneficiaries? The beneficiaries should be DMOs, that are interested in sustainability and data-driven destination management. So when we are discussing here what is a DMO, and we are receiving questions about what is a DMO can be at local, regional, or national level. It should be located in any member of the European Union, and also countries like Switzerland. So everything is split in the guidelines. So it shouldn't be 100% a public entity. It could be also mixed, but it should be a DMO from recognized at the level of the territory. So it cannot be a private association that offers services to different municipalities, but it should be linked with the management of the DMO. And also this willingness to learn from others, because here it will be also peer learning activities, and also we are going to be focused a lot of data. The knowledge that you need to know about data, it could be at different levels. So we are going to select DMOs that are in a very basic level, that they haven't, they are now starting to understand which is the importance of data. Other DMOs that have started, but they haven't still reached this level of really taking advantage or benefit from the use of this data. And then we will have very advanced DMOs with which we want to test new digital solutions, new data spaces. So what is better for them to increase, and also to make pilots with indicators. So it is an opportunity for any DMO to learn how to work with data. The project is going to last from 1 year. So, but it is not just, we start in 1 year and then bye-bye. So as mentioned at the beginning, the EU Competence Center is already up and running. And what we want is to ensure its sustainability. So when it finishes the period that is foreseen in the project, we want to continue working with all of you and increasing also the number of DMOs that are going to receive services. We are going to generate this community with which we are going to work, and we are going to shape this future of sustainable data-driven and destination management. We want to this to be a learning program, and also to know how to use data, we will make a pilot on sustainable tourism indicators, and this project is aligned with the EU tourism dashboard. Indeed, we have already had meetings with all the technicians and the technical team from the Joint Research Center in order to develop our dashboard that will be completely interoperable with them, in order to check all the data, how can be used at European level. So the data that you have to check, or how are we going to work, is based in 4 main thematics. So we are going to have one thematic or cluster, we call it in both ways, which is related to the management of the balance between residents and visitors, the mitigation and adaptation of climate change, redistribution of tourism flows in space and time, and supporting emerging destinations to attract quality and sustainable tourism. When you go to the application form, you have to select one of them. So perhaps you are interested in more of them, but now you have to select one. During the 1-year project, we will make cross-cluster activities. So although now you are focusing one, you have to select one, and then you will also learn from the others, or we will make activities related to the other clusters. If you want to be eligible, what is important is to fill in all the fields of the form. Don't left any field in blank. So it's fundamental that everything is complete. The language, official language, is English. We need a letter from the head of the DMO. So the head of the DMO is the person that represents the DMO. So we are receiving some questions on if it should be the mayor, or it should be the general director, it should be so it should be a person, and we are not going to enter on that represents the DMO, that legally represents the DMO. So and you decide who is this level. Then you have to provide some data, but this data, it shouldn't be confidential data, personal data, and so we don't want this kind of data. So it should be data sets with which we can start working with you. This is important. So we are going to work with you, helping you to develop your dashboards, or if you have dashboards, how to improve them. And then you have to participate in all program activities. And there are some requests to be involved in the different webinars. During 1 year, we foreseen to organize around 5 webinars, so it's compulsory to participate in those webinars. And then if finally we organize a physical event together with the Sustainable EU project, this will be the only face-to-face event. So, but this is something to be decided later on. This is the calendar. So you have until the 1st of December to submit the application form. In the website, you will find the application form. It's using the e-survey format of the European Commission. In the website, you will find also the template of the letter that you have to use. So just you really need to change something because of your internal procedures, just communicate it to us and we will approve it. From the 2nd of December to the 10th January, we are going to evaluate the proposals, and on the 15th of January, we're going to select who are these 30 selected DMOs at European level. So on February 1st, we will start all the journey until the 31st January 2026, which is the phase in which we have set the pilot implementation. During this period, we will have work with, we have these webinars and workshops. We have also worked with experts. So if there is any specific issue that we need someone, so for example, we need an expert that is in generative AI in tourism, and we have a challenge for some of you. So we have budget to make a contract to this expert to help you to how to integrate the generative AI or how to make a better use of that. Then we will work with you in this dashboard definition for the ones that they don't have dashboard we will do it. For the ones that have dashboard, we will improve it or make recommendations. And then we will make also pilot with the sustainable tourism indicators that are being working now with UN Tourism, OECD, Eurostat, because all the entities are working towards to have a common sustainable tourism indicator. So you will be the ones trying and working with this sustainable tourism indicator. You know that nowadays there are a huge number of indicators and are completely different. So this makes that the comparison, the benchmark from one destination to another, it's very complicated. So what we want now is to create a single indicator that is going to be used by all destinations. But this is not going to finalize here. From February 1st, we want to continue working with you. We want to help you in the dashboard maintenance. We want to add new destinations. We want to check how you have advanced in that data management and continue working with you in the framework of the competence center, because the competence center needs wants to offer you services that are really useful for you to make the most of the data that you have at the level of the destination. This is all from my side. You have there my email. You have also the website with the general email of the call. Anything that you need, any doubt, don't hesitate to send it to us. We will send you an answer as soon as possible. And well, only to invite you to participate. We consider that this is a very great opportunity to get a better knowledge in a period in which we are all dealing with data. And well, you only know that you can participate in both calls, as also Beatrice has mentioned. Do you have any question? Now we can open the floor. So I will go through the chat. I have here a question. What is ECO? Judith.
Hello, nice to be here.
Hi.
European Capital of Culture. I am from Veszprém, from Hungary, and we had celebrated last year the European Capital of Culture program. And the dedicated organization has been founded, let's say. My question whether this type of organization can be part of these activities as well, or
the eligibility is for DMOs.
Okay.
If it can be considered a DMO and your destination consider you a DMO, you can. But if your destination, they have a own DMO and you are not considered as a DMO, you cannot.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry, the website. Okay, so Kiwi. The recording, yeah, we can publish the recording, no problem. Daniel already put the call. Maria, is it possible to participate as an associated entity? What do you mean for the call? So for the call, you can only participate. So if the DMO is participating, you can help and work together with the DMO and then to propose the challenges that you have together. But the one that has to submit the proposal, it should be the DMO. Ludek.
Yeah. Hello, Dolores. Nice to see you again. One question: how big could be the team which participates? Because there will be the meetings. These are meetings with your team or with the team of D3HUB, or are there also some meetings where more destinations participate at the same time? My question is because we are working on a setup of a data space in a region. And we want to invite also not only the DMO, which will cover the application, but also smaller destinations or smaller representatives of smaller sub-destinations, let's say. and of the regional government, where they have a data hub with available data, and we want to use these data for it. So is it limited somehow, or is it just up to us how big our team will be?
It's completely up to us. The only thing is that the one submitting the application is the DMO.
Yeah, of course, this is understood.
And then once they want, because as I mentioned at the beginning, we want to also help the ecosystem. So and I think it's nice to bring together this ecosystem, the data hubs, also SMEs that are struggling to get to know or to work with data, because we will have different webinars and workshops. There will be ones that are going to be general, so for the different cities in the 4 clusters or thematics that we have wrote. There will be others that we can have also with experts. If there is the DMO that have specific needs, we can do also one-to-one meetings. So it will depend on the needs and requirements during this 1 year. There will be some actions that we are going to publish that they will be compulsory. So, for example, the 5 webinars in which you have to participate during 1 year, which is not too much. But then also depending on your needs, because we are aware that it will be DMOs that are less and more advanced. Perhaps we have to define, for example, a dashboard from scratch. You know that we will need to dedicate more time understanding how this dashboard have to look like and which data is available, identify data sets. For the DMOs that they don't have a data catalog, we have to help to construct it. So those are things that it will depend on the own DMO. But if you submit the proposal from a DMO, then it can come with a big team. Yeah.
Okay, so then I can implement eventual participation in this project into our plan for 2025, because we are now putting together the stakeholders. We do try to invite the industry, which is of course a challenge always. And we have a very good partnership with Austria and especially Tyrol and these destinations where they have made already some steps, so we can follow and we can learn a lot. But it would be great to get also some input from your side. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ludwig. So then there is what exactly are the requirements for pilot regions? Well, the requirements are willingness to participate, because at the end, I don't know which is the level. So we are going to divide the pilots into basic, medium, and more advanced. So depending on that, you will receive more time, dedication, or whatever. So this is something that we will see. I don't know which other kind of requirements are you meaning, because at the end is willingness to participate, you to have at least one person that it will be the contact person with us, but at the end it can have a dedicated team. The requirement will be to participate in at least the 5 webinars that we are going to organize as a compulsory. And then since we are dealing with data, we have to check which are the data available. So this is something that we have to check, but we are also aware that perhaps there are destinations that comes here and they said, okay, we don't have any data set, which is something strange, but of course we will check it, which kind of data, how they work. We are also going to work with Eurostat, and we were working with them this week, speaking with them. Once we have the selection of these 30 DMOs, we are going to check from these DMOs which data is available in Eurostat and also in the Joint Research Center, in order to help all the DMOs to start not from scratch. So we are going to work to make also a previous work with all the DMOs selected. So I don't know if I have answered your question, Maria. Okay, if the cluster that you have selected is complete, do you still have chance to be considered for another cluster? So Anna, I think you are meaning the 4 clusters or thematics that I meant. So yes, this is something that we are discussing, because now, so the selection of these 4 clusters is based on the survey we did to the DMOs. So it is not something that we invented because we consider that it were the proper ones. So it is something that we have done a research work previously. We have done a survey, and this was the answers that we received from you. We will check, but it's going to be possible to move and also to learn from the other classes. As mentioned, indeed, during this 1 year, we also foreseen some intercluster activities. So in order that you all can get all this knowledge, and we are thinking also that perhaps there are more advanced DMOs that are already working in some of them, and they can bring also knowledge, because at the end, this is also, they will have some peer-to-peer learning activities. So here is also Dani Iglesias from Nextur, from the TOT Lab. So Dani, if you want to complement something, please feel free. And I think Bart was also here from Visit Flanders. So if I forget something, please don't hesitate to complement.
Yeah, maybe one thing for if in terms of when one cluster is full, in the when you give your information in a participant sheet, you have a selection about which is your preferred topic, but you're also asked for the other 3 topics or the 4 topics. Would you be interested in these as well? So you can rank them and grade them. In those cases where one of the topics and maybe the topic of your primary interest would be full, that we can shift you to another topic as well. But of course, we'll also discuss that with you then to see, is it still relevant for you to be in these other topics? But that possibility is certainly there.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bart. So can you please provide more detail on the commitment required during the year in terms of time? It will vary according to the situation of the DMO, I suppose, but just to have this is a question that we have received many times, and we have made a rough estimation, and I see also Dani laughing a little bit, because we estimate that in total for 1 year of dedication time to the 5 webinars, if we are going to have this face-to-face event in Brussels, it will be around 150 hours of time in total in 1 year. But it will depend also in the teams that are going to involve. So if you are going to involve 3, 4, 5 people in your team, or you are going to be alone, this will depend on you. So, and what we are going to ask is to participate in these 5 webinars and to help us in order to understand which are your needs, because at the end, what we want with this call is that it's profitable for you. It's a benefit for you. So at the end of this year, you have learned something, and it shouldn't be something that is completely out of the scope of the activities that you are working in your day-to-day. But this is something that is going to help you in getting data, in understanding this data, that to improve your way of working, your skills, to be more efficient, or to have the capacity to understand better what's happening at the level of your destination. So what we want is something as practical as possible, solving the challenges that you have now. Okay, thank you, Maria. Project, but at this level. Okay, sorry for that, Helga. Perhaps in the future. To hear that it's sometimes always difficult to get into. I was happy to help with that, and so for sure. Thank you so much, team. As I mentioned at the beginning, ETOA is one of the associated partners. So Ludek, you have in the chat the email from Tim. So don't hesitate to contact him, and he can help. Is there any other question? I don't see nothing else in the chat. I think we have go through all of them. No? I see Ludek answering Tim, but nothing else. So in any case, you have our email, you have the website, you have the link here. Any doubt, anything, you don't hesitate to ask. Also, thank you to Beatrice for the presentation of the project. If you have also any question for her, the deadline is on the 29th. So don't hesitate to ask her. She also has given you the the email. We can publish also the presentations in the website, or we can send it. So please, any doubt that you have, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you,
Very well,
Dolores.
Rui. So I see here. Thank you so much, Rui. Yes, Maria, we will send the presentations, or we will publish in the website. I will check. I think we will publish directly in the website where all the information of the presentation is. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope a lot of submissions from your side. And if you have any doubt, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye.
You. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.